One of the more significant ideas that Said's analysis of the discourse that sets up the Orient is that of alterity. So simply put, alterity means very much what it appears to, the setting up of alters or opposites, a kind of yin and yang notion where every quality or characteristic has its opposite or complementary quality. And underlying this notion is the belief that there's a kind of completeness that's almost a universal requirement for the state of being of anything, person, society, culture. Let's look at it in material terms rather than the abstract. As Said saw it, colonizing European cultures identified the people and cultures of their colonies as, for instance, being characterized by passion, spirituality, deviousness, and laziness, behaving like children in an unmasculine manner. The point here, of course, is not what this actually told us about these colonized cultures, but what it told us about the colonizers. And according to Said, these writers were constructing their colonized societies as the opposite of what they saw themselves as. In other words, they were constructing the colonist as the other or the alter of what they wanted to be seen as. So if the colonized person was ruled by passion, then it stood to reason that the colonizer was ruled by reason. If the colonized Oriental was lazy and devious, then the colonizing European was active and honest, and so on.
What's interesting is that neither of these sets of characteristics are true, but the discourse which claims to define the Orient was intended, in fact, to construct an image of the Occident. Western Europe produced an ideal image of itself through the image it constructed of Orient as its opposite. Does this sound familiar in terms of gender and race? Let's take a look at this table. What's striking here is that the list on the left could be applied to men, white people, or aristocrats, while the list on the right could be applied to women, people of color, or the working class. The logic of power is more or less the same in all three cases. The woman/person of color/working class person is seen as a childlike, passionate, and lacking in reason, while the man/white person/aristocrat is seen as adult, rational, and logical. Put this way, it is obvious that men should have power over women, white people over black people, and rich people over poor people.